Hi, my name is Jonathan Howell, and I will be talking about the power of fear. Fear is a powerful emotion. It can be used to motivate or to break down oneself, depending on their ability to channel and control their fear. Failing to do so can result in negative responses, including denial. To quote Buddha, thus all fear and all infinite suffering arises from the mind, and it is not possible to control all external events, but if I simply control my mind, what need is there to control other things? End quote. I believe that there are two categories of fear. First, there is the inevitable fear, and second, evitable fear or controlled fear. Fear of the inevitable is something that you can't do anything about, and you have no control over it, therefore it can be considered unhealthy and a waste of time. Inevitable fears also diminishes one's ability to perform at their best, as their mind's concentration is often occupied by thoughts of fear that they really can't do anything about. One way I've learned to manage such fears is through examining the fear more closely in order to determine what the root of the fear itself is, or by asking the question, what am I actually afraid of? By doing so, I am able to identify my fear as being in fact, unavoidable truth, and therefore I can further proceed to transform my fear from something inevitable into a fear that I have some control over. A good example of an inevitable fear is the fear of death. There may be various ways of transforming this fear depending on the individual's personal breakdown of their fear. Say after the breakdown step, being alone is found to be the essence of one's fear of death. It can then be transformed into a controlled fear. One such example being fear of living a lonely life. Evitable fears can be considered as both healthy and constructive because they provide motivation towards overcoming said fear. Such fears require making choices which will result in either escaping one's fear or falling deeper into it, depending on the choices made. Making the right choices will, in the end, take away any power said fear may have had. In the case of inevitable fear, living a lonely life, choices can be made to ensure healthy relationships between friends and family. One can also find comfort from other things such as religion, for instance, resulting in eventually overcoming this fear. Control over fear and the mind allows one to better contribute to their society both personally and professionally. Thank you.